Hello. So my future career is in law enforcement, and I hope to be a police officer. To be a police officer, there are several requirements. The first being that you have to be a U.S. citizen, have a high school diploma or GED, and a valid driver's license. You can't have any felonies or severe misdemeanors, that's just a 1 or 2 on your record. And for those that wish to be certified, you need to be at least 21 years of age or older, in addition to the other qualifications. There are other requirements that can affect the application process as well, but those are different between departments and also counties. I myself am currently in the middle of the application process to be sheriff's deputy starting in corrections. The county I applied to requires a person to be at least 18 years of age. Many people do not know that there are 2 paths for a sheriff's deputy. There are certified officers and non-certified officers. Officers that wish to interact with the public and or respond to calls, such as you would see on TV, that would be someone that is state certified to do so after completing the police academy and other comprehensive exams. Correctional officers working in jails or prisons do not have to be certified to hold that position. These individuals are not permitted to wear their uniforms outside of work, though. A person may gain certification and choose to stay in corrections or move to a different position laterally, such as to a new location within the county. Going back to the requirements, though, a person can work in corrections at 18 because they aren't required to be certified, like I said. Other requirements that I had to pass were credit checks, background checks, a written examination, and a physical ability test. After that, I will then go through a series of interviews, home checks, and psychological evaluations. Additionally, it isn't required for a person to have a degree, but it is preferred for incoming officers and is something that they're looking forward to in the future. As I stated before, I did have to take an exam that took about 2 hours and consisted of 3 different parts, such as a written report, counting, how you do with numbers, and also questions on how I would interact with certain inmates or prisoners. Once I passed that exam, I was then instructed to make a formal application with the department, and after that I was instructed to schedule a time for the physical ability test. This takes place on a single day, so it was really just choosing a time between 8 to 10 a.m. About a week before my testing day, I was given the actual specific requirements for the test on what I would be doing. Participants are given 67 seconds or less to run down a hallway and up a flight of stairs with an oxygen tank on your back. You then run back down the stairs and down 2 other hallways where you're going to weave in and out of cones before reaching a 180-pound dummy that you're going to drag down the hall. Fortunately for me, I took this exam last Saturday and passed, but this does lead me to the obstacles in this line of work. As passionate as a person can be about this line of work, there are strictly enforced testing requirements. Alongside the rigorous physical testing, there are also routine training to keep officers up to date, as well as other exams, making sure that you know how to interact with the public in delicate, sensitive situations. While all of this ensures that officers are fit and physically capable, it can create a barrier for people that can't meet those requirements. Another challenge is the mental toll that this work can take on a person. Police officers often see the worst that society has to offer day after day, all while being in danger most times themselves. Even for officers that work in corrections like jails or prisons, it's commonplace for inmates to threaten that corrections officer, threaten their family. That's not unheard of or even uncommon. Another issue is that many police departments, jails, prisons, they are understaffed. And that means that the officers are taking on more responsibility and working more hours in addition to what they already do. Not everything is bad, though. Being a police officer is one of the most fulfilling things that I can think of doing. And a big part of why police officers do what they do is because they want to help people and give back to the community. Alongside this is job security through fraternities and unions. Most counties will have a police union that ensures officers certain protections and benefits. As wrongful termination, the union will help you get your job back. And while this might not be true of all counties, the area that I'm applying to does have fantastic insurance, and they also offer yearly pay raises and longevity bonuses. The job market for police officers is extremely varied. For counties that are more financially stable, there are many opportunities for new hires. But for counties that aren't doing as well, there aren't as many options for jobs or full-time jobs. And having looked on Handshake, there really weren't too many options in Ohio. When I opened it up nationally, there were a lot more. But what was strange is that I didn't see any for the place that I'm interviewing with, and obviously they are hiring. My advice would be to get involved with your community and try and find where the police are involved. Oftentimes they'll send them out to the community, recruiting, trying to help the community's opinion of police officers. And additionally, you're going to want to look at several places and find the right fit. As far as growth, officers can always be promoted. They would have to take an exam or bid for that position, but there are several different options that they can take. And as far as salary goes, most places in Ohio start at $45,000, and you will get raises potentially throughout that. But like I said, for anyone that's interested, get involved with the community and see what's best for you.